Well, this is Susan with the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm channel, and today I have had way too much time on my hands, so I've tried to put it to good use. This morning I was watching the Pete Santilli show, and he pulled out his pocket constitution. Well, he started talking about the Constitution. He started talking about the Bill of Rights. He started talking about our rights as citizens and how important it is that we know what our rights are. You know, I knew some of them, but I didn't know all of them. So I had to look it up. So I know the First Amendment, that is your right to free speech, freedom to practice whatever religion you want, freedom to assemble, and freedom of the press. The Second Amendment is your right to bear arms. Your Third Amendment right, this was new, didn't know this, your Third Amendment right is the right to not have to board soldiers in your house. Your Fourth Amendment right, now I knew this one, that is your right to not be illegally searched or have your property seized. Your Fifth Amendment right is your right to remain silent. Your Sixth Amendment right, oh boy, I gotta get the glasses for this, because this is huge. This is huge. Sixth Amendment right, I didn't know any of this. That is your right to a speedy trial, which means they just can't hold you in jail forever. Your right to an impartial jury of your peers. Your right to be informed of the nature of the crimes and face your accusers. And your right to obtain witnesses in your favor. That's a bunch of rights right there in the Sixth Amendment. So that's a really important one. You know, I was thinking about the way they did poor old Pete Santilli. He sat in jail for like 600 and some odd days before he went to trial. That don't sound like a speedy trial to me. You know, that's kind of subjective. You know, I feel like if we don't know our rights, then how are we going to stand up for them? You know, so I'm glad that I looked this up. Your Seventh Amendment right is your right to a trial, a civil trial by jury. That other was for criminal, but this is just for civil. You get to have a jury in a civil case. Your Eighth Amendment right, now this is huge. That is your right to not be charged excessive bail and the right to not have cruel and unusual punishment. And your ninth is your right to obtain counsel. And if you can't afford a lawyer, they have to provide one for you. They don't have to provide you a good one. They just have to give you one. So you have the right to obtain a lawyer. And the 10th Amendment is not really about rights to me, to seem like. The 10th Amendment is if there are any powers that are not specifically allocated to the federal government, if there's something under, then it goes to the state. The authority goes to the state. So I'm beginning to learn my rights. Know your rights. You have the right not to be killed unless it is done by a policeman. No, I'm not going to play you the Clash. But, you know, when I thought about knowing my rights, that's straight where my mind went. I'm going to play y'all the preamble to the Constitution. I looked up Schoolhouse Rock. Y'all remember that? Now, I don't know how good I'm going to do this, because I do know the preamble. I don't necessarily know the song. I still got to read it. But it's just such a fun song to play. I looked it up on YouTube to hear it, and then I looked up the chords to it are on Ultimate Guitar. So if you play the guitar and you want to play the preamble, this is a fun as heck song to play, and it's a good sing-along song, and you can teach it to your kids, because, you know, they need to know their rights too, because they have the right not to be killed. All right, so here we go. We're going to try to get through this. It may not be the best, but, you know, if you'd like it at all, hit that like button for me. And be nice to me, because I'm just learning this, all right? Don't cut the video off yet. Y'all remember this. This will be a trip down memory lane. All right, this is the preamble to the Constitution. Put those principles down on paper. They called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run our country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble. And it tells us what those founding fathers set out to do. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty, to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. 1787, I'm told, our founding fathers all sat down, wrote a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out, a whole brand new country. So the people spelled it out, they wanted a land of liberty. And the preamble goes like this. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty, to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. That is such a fun song to play. If you play the guitar, you ought to learn how to play the preamble. It's a fun song. Well, thanks for listening to me. And know your rights, because you have the right not to be killed. I'm out.